You walk into a room and everyone notices. Not because you're loud, not because you're trying, but because you carry yourself like someone who knows something they don't. That's dangerous confidence. And it's not what you think it is. Most people believe confidence comes from success, from validation, from knowing you're good at something. Niccolo Machiavelli would tell you that's backwards. Confidence doesn't come from success. Success comes from confidence. And the most powerful kind of confidence comes from something even darker: understanding that you have nothing to lose. In this video, I'm going to show you Machiavelli's framework for building the kind of confidence that makes people uncomfortable. Not arrogant confidence that repels, not fake confidence that crumbles, but dangerous confidence. The kind that comes from accepting the worst, expecting nothing, and operating from complete internal certainty. This isn't motivation. This isn't positive thinking. This is psychological warfare against your own fear. Let's begin. Machiavelli wasn't born confident. He was born middle class in a world run by aristocrats. He had no family legacy, no inherited power, no obvious path to significance. Yet he ended up advising princes, negotiating with kings, and writing books that would shape political thought for centuries. How? He developed a form of confidence that didn't depend on external validation. He wrote The Prince after losing everything: his position, his reputation, his security. Most people would be broken. Machiavelli became bolder. Why? Because he'd already experienced his worst fear, total loss, and he survived it. That's when he understood. Confidence isn't about believing you'll win. It's about knowing you'll survive losing. Cesare Borgia, the man Machiavelli studied obsessively, had the same quality. Borgia walked into rooms full of people who wanted him dead and dominated those rooms. Not through physical strength, through psychological certainty. He operated like someone who'd already accepted death, which made him fearless in life. Machiavelli observed this pattern repeatedly. The most confident people weren't the most successful. They were the ones who'd made peace with failure. They had nothing left to protect, so they had nothing left to fear. That's dangerous confidence, and you're about to learn how to build it. Before we continue, if you want to develop the kind of unshakable confidence that changes how people treat you, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. I break down Machiavellian psychology, power dynamics, and mental strategies every week. And leave a comment telling me, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? I want to know what fear is holding you back. This community helps each other see through fear. Now, let's build dangerous confidence. First principle: confidence is not believing you'll succeed. It's accepting that you'll survive failure. Most people avoid action because they fear failure. They think, what if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if people judge me? These questions paralyze them. Machiavelli flips this. What if you fail? You'll survive. What if you embarrass yourself? You'll live. What if people judge you? They already do. Every feared outcome is survivable. Once you accept that, fear loses its power. The confident person has already imagined the worst-case scenario and decided they can handle it. They've pre-processed the fear. So when the moment comes, there's nothing left to be afraid of. This is Machiavelli's practice of negative visualization, but weaponized for confidence. Every morning, imagine everything going wrong. Your presentation fails. Your business collapses. Your relationship ends. People laugh at you. You lose everything. Really imagine it. Feel it. Then ask, would I survive this? The answer is always yes. You'd be hurt. You'd be disappointed. But you'd survive. Now you've already lived through your worst fear in your mind. The real version can't be worse than what you've already imagined. So you act without hesitation because you've already accepted the consequences. Modern application. You want to start a business but fear it failing. Spend 10 minutes imagining it fails completely. You lose your investment. People say, I told you so. You have to get a regular job again. Sit with that scenario. Notice that you'd survive. You'd be embarrassed, not destroyed. Once you've accepted this, the fear of starting disappears. You've already processed the worst outcome. That's dangerous confidence, acting despite fear because you've already made peace with the consequences. Second principle, stop seeking approval and start observing reaction. The insecure person acts and immediately scans for approval. Did they like it? Do they approve? Are they impressed? This need for validation is visible and it destroys confidence. Machiavelli watched confident rulers act and then simply observed the reaction without needing to control it. They made a decision, executed it, and watched what happened with curiosity, not anxiety. Here's the shift. You're not performing for approval. You're conducting an experiment. Scientists don't get emotionally attached to experimental results. They observe and learn. Same with dangerous confidence. You share an idea in a meeting. Instead of thinking, I hope they like this, think, let's see how they react to this. You're not a performer seeking applause. You're a strategist gathering data. This mental frame change is everything. Seeking approval makes you needy. Observing reaction makes you powerful. One is hoping to be validated. The other is studying the environment. When you stop needing approval, something remarkable happens. You become more authentic. Because you're no longer filtering everything through, will they like this? You're just expressing what you actually think and observing what happens. That authenticity reads as confidence. Machiavelli didn't write The Prince to be liked. He wrote what he observed to be true and watched how people reacted. Some praised him, most condemned him. He didn't seem to care either way. That indifference to reception is the core of dangerous confidence. Modern application. You post something on social media. The insecure person refreshes constantly, counting likes, reading comments, getting anxious about reception. The confident person posts and logs off. They'll check later out of curiosity, not need. The content is the same. The psychology is completely different. Practice this. Take action and consciously delay checking the response. Make a proposal at work and don't immediately check your boss's face. Send a text and don't stare at your phone. Post online and don't check for an hour. You're training your brain that your actions are complete in themselves, independent of others' reactions. Third principle, competence builds confidence, but confidence accelerates competence. This is the paradox. You think, you need to be good at something before you can be confident. But confidence helps you become good faster. Why? Because confident people try things. They fail visibly. They learn quickly. Insecure people hide until they're perfect, which means they learn slowly or never. Machiavelli observed that Cesare Borgia's early military campaigns were mediocre. He wasn't naturally brilliant, but he acted with such confidence that people followed him, which gave him opportunities to learn, which made him actually competent. The confidence preceded the competence. Modern application. You want to be confident speaking in public. The insecure approach, practice alone until you're perfect, then speak publicly. You never feel ready, so you never speak. The confident approach. Speak publicly while mediocre. Embarrass yourself. Learn from the failure. Speak again. You become competent through repeated confident action, not through hiding until ready. This requires reframing failure. Failure isn't evidence you shouldn't be confident. Failure is the price of becoming competent. Confident people pay that price publicly. Insecure people try to avoid the price and stay incompetent. Machiavelli himself did this. His early diplomatic missions weren't brilliant, but he acted with authority anyway, learned from mistakes, and became one of Florence's most effective diplomats. The confidence came first. The competence followed. Your move. Identify something you want to be confident at. Now do it badly, in public, immediately. Not to humiliate yourself, to accelerate learning. Every public failure is feedback. Every feedback loop makes you more competent. Competence makes confidence real instead of fake. Dangerous confidence isn't waiting until you're good enough. It's being confident enough to become good through visible failure. Fourth principle: create evidence of your own capability. Most people wait for external evidence, awards, promotions, validation from authorities. This keeps them eternally insecure because external evidence is controlled by others. Machiavelli understood that confident people create their own evidence. They set challenges for themselves, overcome them, and use that as proof of capability, regardless of whether anyone else notices. Here's how this works. You commit to something difficult. You do it. You succeed. Now you have internal evidence that you are capable. This evidence doesn't depend on anyone else's opinion. You know you did it. That knowing is unshakable. Example: you commit to waking up at 5 a.m. for 30 days. You do it. Nobody else knows or cares. But you know. You've proven to yourself that you can do hard things. That proof builds a foundation of confidence that can't be taken away because it's not dependent on external validation. Machiavelli wrote, "The one who adapts his policy to the times prospers." But first you must prove to yourself that you can adapt, that you can do hard things, that you're capable of more than you've shown. That proof comes from private victories that create internal certainty. Build a stack of private evidence, promises you've kept to yourself, challenges you've overcome when no one was watching, discipline you've maintained when there was no external accountability. This stack becomes your foundation. When you walk into a room, you're not hoping to be confident. You're remembering your evidence. The insecure person has no evidence, so they desperately seek validation. The confident person has a mountain of private evidence, so external validation is just noise. Modern application. Stop trying to prove yourself to others. Start proving yourself to yourself. Make harder commitments. Keep them. Stack evidence. That stack becomes unshakable confidence. Fifth principle: operate from your own frame, not theirs. A frame is the lens through which reality is interpreted. The insecure person enters others' frames. Do they think I'm smart? Am I good enough for this room? Do I belong here? Every question accepts their frame as dominant. Machiavelli observed that powerful people imposed their own frame. They didn't wonder if they belonged. Their presence created a new reality that others had to adapt to. Cesare Borgia walked into rooms full of nobles who considered him inferior. Illegitimate son of a pope, nouveau riche, not true aristocracy. He didn't argue for his legitimacy. He acted like the most important person present. And within minutes, the room reorganized around his frame. This is dangerous confidence, refusing to accept others' assessment of you and imposing your own reality instead. How do you do this practically? Stop asking permission with your energy. The insecure person asks with their body language. Is it okay that I'm here? Do I belong? The confident person states with their presence, I'm here. Adjust. Stop apologizing for taking up space. Stop hedging your statements. Stop seeking permission to exist fully. These are all signs you're operating in their frame, not yours. Instead, walk into rooms like you own them, even when you don't. Speak like your perspective is valuable, even when others disagree. Take up space like you belong, even when you're new. You're not being arrogant. You're imposing your frame. Machiavelli. Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand. They judge by what they see, not what's real. So show them confidence. Show them certainty. Show them someone operating in their own frame, and they'll accept that frame as reality. Modern application. You're in a meeting with people more senior than you. The insecure approach: stay quiet, defer, speak only when spoken to. You're accepting their frame that hierarchy determines whose voice matters. The confident approach: Contribute like your perspective is valuable regardless of title. You're imposing a frame where good ideas matter, not rank. Some will resist, many will accept it. Either way, you're not invisible. Sixth principle: leverage past victories, forget past defeats. Your brain remembers everything, especially failures. The insecure person's mental highlight reel is their failures. That embarrassing presentation, that rejected pitch, that time they looked stupid. The confident person's mental highlight reel is their victories. That successful project, that time they took a risk and won, that moment they overcame fear. Same person, different focus, completely different confidence levels. Machiavelli understood that memory is selective. He studied rulers who obsessed over past defeats. They became cautious and ineffective. He studied rulers who focused on past victories. They became bold and effective. The past you focus on creates the present you inhabit. Here's the practice. Every night before sleep, recall 3 victories from your day. Not major achievements, small wins. You spoke up in a meeting. You held a boundary. You did the hard thing. Recall them vividly. Feel them. This is reprogramming your highlight reel. Do this for 30 days and notice. What happens? Your default mental state shifts from "I'm someone who fails" to "I'm someone who wins." Not through delusion, through deliberate attention management. Machiavelli wrote about fortuna, fortune, luck, circumstances. He said, fortune controls half your life, but you control the other half through virtue, capability, boldness, effectiveness. The confident person focuses on the half they control, not the half they don't. Past defeats are fortune, circumstances you can't change. Past victories are virtue, evidence of your capability. Focus on the second, not the first. This isn't denial, it's strategic attention. Modern application. You failed a job interview last month. The insecure person replays this constantly, reinforcing, "I'm not good enough." The confident person thinks about it once to learn, then shifts focus to the 3 interviews they crushed. Both memories exist. The confident person chooses which one to feed. Seventh principle. Confidence comes from standards, not from comparison. The insecure person constantly compares, "Am I smarter than them? Richer? More successful?" This comparison is endless because there's always someone ahead of you. Machiavelli noted that princes who compared themselves to other princes were never satisfied. Princes who measured themselves against their own standards were unshakable. Dangerous confidence comes from internal standards. Am I better than I was last year? Am I living by my principles? Am I moving toward my definition of success? These questions create stable confidence because the answers depend only on you. When you compare to others, your confidence is hostage to their success. When they win, you feel like you're losing. When you measure against your own standards, their success is irrelevant. You're on your own path. Machiavelli wasn't competing with other political theorists. He was trying to write the truth as he saw it. That's why The Prince is timeless. It came from internal standards, not competitive comparison. Modern application. Stop checking how many followers others have. Stop comparing salaries. Stop measuring your relationship against Instagram couples. Create your own metrics. Am I growing? Am I honest? Am I building toward what I value? These metrics create confidence that can't be shaken by others' success. The comparison trap is subtle. You think you're just checking where you stand. You're actually outsourcing your self-worth to external metrics. Take it back, define success yourself. Meet your own standards. That's dangerous confidence. Eighth principle. Treat confidence like a skill, not a feeling. Most people wait to feel confident before acting. Machiavelli would say, that's backwards. You act confident, then the feeling follows. Confidence isn't an emotion you wait for. It's a behavior you practice. Stand like a confident person. Speak like a confident person. Make eye contact like a confident person. Do this even when you don't feel it. The feeling catches up. Why does this work? Because your brain takes cues from your body. When you stand tall, make eye contact, speak clearly, your brain interprets these signals as, "I must be confident," and starts generating the feeling to match the behavior. Machiavelli observed this with Cesare Borgia. Borgia wasn't naturally confident. He practiced confidence until it became real. He studied how powerful people carried themselves and copied it until it became natural. This is fake it till you make it, but strategic. You're not lying about competence. You're practicing the behaviors of confidence until your psychology catches up. Modern application. For 1 week, act like the most confident version of yourself in every interaction. Walk with purpose. Speak without hedging. Make strong eye contact. Hold power poses before important moments. You'll feel fake at first. By day 3, it starts feeling natural. By day 7, people treat you differently. By day 30, it's just who you are. Confidence is a practice skill, not a discovered feeling. Stop waiting to feel it. Start practicing it. 9th principle. Reframe rejection as filtering. The insecure person experiences rejection as judgment. They rejected me, so I'm not good enough. The confident person experiences rejection as filtering. They rejected me, so we're not a fit. Next. Machiavelli understood that not everyone would appreciate his work. The prince was rejected by many, banned, condemned. He didn't interpret this as failure. He interpreted it as filtering. These people weren't his audience. Every rejection is data. Either you need to improve, or they're not your market. Both are useful. Neither is personal. When you get rejected for a job, you haven't been judged as worthless. You've been filtered as not the right fit. Maybe you need better skills. Maybe they need a different skill set. Maybe the culture wouldn't work. All of these are neutral facts, not value judgments. The confident person sees rejection as efficiency. Good, we both just saved time. The insecure person sees rejection as verdict. I've been judged and found wanting. Modern application. You ask someone out. They say no. Insecure interpretation. I'm not attractive enough. Confident interpretation. We're not compatible. Good to know now rather than later. Next. Same event. Completely different psychology. One destroys confidence. The other builds it. Machiavelli was rejected by the Medicis for political positions. He didn't become insecure. He wrote The Prince instead. The rejection filtered him toward his actual calling. Sometimes rejection is redirection. 10th principle, accept that confidence makes people uncomfortable and do it anyway. This is the final level. Dangerous confidence threatens people who are invested in you staying small. Your family might prefer you insecure and controllable. Your friends might prefer you doubtful and relatable. Your colleagues might prefer you uncertain and non-threatening. When you become dangerously confident, these people will push back. Machiavelli wrote, "The innovator makes enemies of all those who prospered under the old order. When you change yourself, you challenge everyone who knew the old you. They'll try to pull you back. Expect this. When you start carrying yourself with unshakable confidence, people will say, 'You've changed. You're different. You're not yourself.' They're right. You're not your old self. You're your true self. Some will celebrate this. They were waiting for you to step up. Others will resist. They were invested in you staying down. Let them. Their discomfort with your confidence is their problem, not yours." Machiavelli's confidence threatened everyone. The church, the aristocracy, even other intellectuals. He didn't apologize. He didn't hide. He owned it. That's dangerous confidence. Your transformation will threaten people. Do it anyway. The ones who matter will adjust. The ones who can't will leave. Both outcomes serve your growth. Machiavelli. Understood something that most people never learn. Confidence isn't about feeling good about yourself. It's about accepting everything: success, failure, judgment, rejection, and acting anyway. Dangerous confidence isn't loud, it's quiet. It's the person who does not need to prove anything because they've already proven everything to themselves. It's the person who does not fear judgment because they've already judged themselves by their own standards and past. It's the person who does not avoid failure because they've already accepted it as the price of growth. You build this through practice. Accept the worst outcomes. Stop seeking approval. Create your own evidence. Operate from your own frame. Focus on victories. Measure against standards. Practice the behaviors. Reframe rejection. Accept others' discomfort. Do this for 90 days and you'll be unrecognizable. Not because you'll have achieved more, because you'll fear less. And when you fear less, you attempt more. When you attempt more, you fail more. When you fail more, you learn more. When you learn more, you become competent. When you become competent, your confidence becomes real. That's the cycle. It starts with dangerous confidence. Confidence before evidence. Confidence despite fear. Confidence in the face of judgment. Machiavelli had this. Cesare Borgia had this. And now you know how to build it. The question is, will you? Because dangerous confidence isn't comfortable. It challenges everyone, including yourself. It requires accepting that you'll be judged, rejected, criticized, and doing it anyway. Most people won't. They'll stay safe, insecure, waiting for permission that never comes. But you're watching this video, which means part of you knows safe is slow death. Confidence is risk, but it's the only risk worth taking. Build dangerous confidence. Watch how your life changes when you walk through the world like someone who has nothing left to fear. See you in the next one.